Hey guys, how's it going? I have gotten a lot of questions recently about how to find someone to practice English with you. So in this episode, we're going to answer that question. I'm going to help you to find the perfect English language exchange partner, someone who you can practice with anytime you want, and it's free. So I think you're going to want to watch this one. Let me tell you, before I explain exactly how to find your perfect language exchange partner, that if you want to learn more about the Go Natural English method, the 7 steps to fluency, you can find a free course. You can sign up for it at gonaturalenglish.com/7steps. That's the number 7, STEPS. Okay, so back to the question about finding the perfect language exchange partner. I know there's a lot of problems like, okay, where do you find someone? So if you live in an American city or an English-speaking country, that's awesome. But maybe a lot of you don't. I know that the Go Natural English community is all over the world, and that's really exciting. I see you watching from Brazil, from Japan, from Germany, from all different countries. It's amazing. So I know some of you are watching from the United States or other English-speaking countries, but some of you are not. So what if you live in a country where there's really not as many English speakers around? You're lucky if you live in a big city because you can probably find them. But if you live out in the countryside, it might be more difficult to find them. And even if they're around, how do you find them? Well, often I say, okay, we can look online, right? How do you find an exchange partner online? It can be a bit difficult too, right? How do you find someone who can commit to meeting you, who is there and available on your schedule? How do you find someone who's as interested in speaking to you in English as you want them to be? Someone who's patient, someone who will always practice with you. Okay, I have a solution. I want you to think about who is the person who you already speak with the most. Is it your friends? Is it your family? Think a little harder. Where's that voice coming from that you hear all the time? Maybe the voice that, comes to you when you think about things. How about talking to yourself? Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Okay, you talk to yourself in your mind more than anybody else, more than your friends, more than your family, more than anybody else. You're always talking to yourself. You probably don't talk out loud to yourself all the time, but your thoughts are always going. And what language do you speak to yourself with? Probably your native language. How about we change that to talk to yourself in English? So I'd like to suggest that the perfect language partner for you to begin with for free, no hassle, no scheduling issues, no commitment issues, takes no time to set up, super easy, is to begin to think to yourself in English. So how do you do that? Start small. You don't have to think everything in English because there's going to be a lot of words that you're not sure about in the moment. So you can find out, you can look them up, you can make a list of new words that you want to use with yourself, but start an inner dialogue in English. Instead of asking yourself in your native language, oh, what should I do today? Ask yourself in English. And then you can answer in English. You could write down your ideas in English. You can even talk out loud to yourself in English. There's other things like singing a song in English that you can do, just on your own time. You don't need anyone else to do that. Ask yourself, what am I going to eat for lunch in English? These are all thoughts that everyone, well, I have them. I think everyone has them. What am I going to eat today? You have them naturally. So why not think them in English? Okay? So this is going to make a huge difference because really the person that you talk to the most is yourself. It's your own inner mental dialogue. So start here, and then we can talk about how to practice English. There's another episode of Go Natural English that I can link to here where I talk about I think 7 different ways to practice English in your home country without even leaving. So I talk a little bit about language exchange partners there. So if you were surprised I didn't tell you to meet with another real person, check out that video. But I think that you'll really benefit from having your inner dialogue in English. So start talking to yourself in English, making your to-do list in English, thinking about your plans in English, your dreams. If you think about what you'd like to do next year, think about that in English. If you think about what you'd like to do this weekend, think about that in English. I think you see how this works, right? So I hope you enjoyed this tip. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you back at gonaturalenglish.com/7steps so that you can be part of our course to learn more about our method to becoming fluent. All right, bye for now.